You know, gaming used to be about innovation. It used to be about pushing the medium forward in different ways, finding a unique blend of creative storytelling with unique gameplay mechanics that hadn't been done before. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, in a nutshell, this industry used to have some originality. This industry used to have some creativity left in the well. And then something happened. Five Nights at Freddy's came around. Yeah, this garbage franchise created by some fucking basement dwelling nerd. And it's not even bad enough that he's a basement dwelling nerd. No, this son of a bitch contributes financially to the worst president the United States has ever had, Donald J. Trump. Listen, Donald Trump ruined the United States of America. That clown doesn't know a single thing about leadership. What a fucking buffoon. Just like Scott Cawthorn, the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's, is a fucking buffoon. Just like you, if you enjoy these trash games, if you enjoy playing garbage that's barely interactive, click on a few cameras, look for the animatronic enemies, oh, game over as soon as they creep up on you. If that sounds like a good time to you, you are ruining the gaming industry. Congratulations. And Five Nights at Freddy's security breach. Five Nights at Freddy's security breach? The only breach here is the one that the developer's attempting to perform by getting you to fork over a credit card number for another installment in a game that should have been dead 7 fucking years ago. Does anybody listen to the pulse, the pounding heartbeat of the gaming industry? You would think so, but these days gaming is on a fucking lifeline, and I swear to God, gaming, it's time to pull the plug. With trash like this, it just goes to show me that the industry I once knew is dead. Seriously, when was the last time there was a good Five Nights at Freddy's game? Five Nights at Freddy's 1? I played Five Nights at Freddy's 1. I played Five Nights at Freddy's, the OG. I played it for about an hour, saw all I had needed to see. And then they started shitting out sequel after sequel after sequel. And these weren't just your everyday run-of-the-mill sequels that expanded upon previous games, gameplay mechanics, furthered the lore, and lured you in with new innovations in the gameplay loops. No, these were literal. I critique on Ubisoft and EA for copy and paste jobs. These were literal copy and paste jobs. There was no innovation. And if you like that kind of sad, pathetic, mind-numbing, lower than a fucking preschooler's intelligence gameplay, you and we have nothing to talk about, because I pay for innovation. I drive creativity. I feed off seeing unique takes on tried and true tropes. And the sad, pathetic thing of it is this, folks. The cruel reality that we're seeing unfold with Five Nights at Freddy's is that this series could have been the next big horror series. It could have done for horror what fucking Call of Duty did for military FPS. Because as soon as it started getting a little bit of steam, they should have went full throttle ahead. They had a bigger budget. They had way more backing. They had a fan community. Five Nights at Freddy's 2, Five Nights at Freddy's 3 should have completely reinvigorated the series. Five Nights at Freddy's 1 should have been a proof of concept. They should have went full steam ahead with a shit your pants in fear every fucking hour game. I wanted to have the shit scared out of me. I wanted to be terrified. I wanted to be clenching my eyelids shut amid whatever horror was about to pop up on the screen. I wanted to be so goddamn terrified of clicking on one of those cameras that I cowered in pure fear, my hand shaking on the button, but not able to press it. That would have been the game. That's what we should have got. But alas, capitalism wins again. You know, copy and paste port jobs have never, they're an admission of a failure to drive innovation. That's what they are. And nothing encapsulates that better than Five Nights at Freddy's. I mean, for all the shit that I give Assassin's Creed, for all the shit that I have given Ubisoft for Assassin's Creed. At least they attempted to hit the reset button with Origins. Now, that's not exactly going very well for them because they're doing the same thing. You know, Assassin's Creed Odyssey may as well be Assassin's Creed Origins Brotherhood, and Valhalla may as well be Assassin's Creed Origins Revelations. So they are very, very quickly becoming what they once were, what they were trying to get away from. But, you know, at least they tried. At least there was an attempt. There's an old saying, I would rather have tried and failed than not tried at all. Ubisoft is the epitome of that, with how they've killed several of my much beloved childhood franchises. I talk about it too much, I'm going to get emotional and cry. But Five Nights at Freddy's never took that leap. They never tried to innovate. They basically took the Call of Duty approach, the scummy little asshat Activision approach, where they kicked their feet back up on their desk like, oh, well, these little clowns are paying for this. Look at this. There's actually people who like this game. And those words are coming through their fucking yellow rat-like teeth, and they're fucking rubbing their greedy-ass little paws together. And they're like, oh, well, you know, we innovated to get to this point. I mean, it wouldn't have existed without us. So instead of investing all these costs into testing out new gameplay mechanics, going in a bold new direction, trying out a different art style, or God forbid, bringing a little bit of innovation to a franchise that so desperately needs it, Control C and Control V. And that is exactly the advice that Five Nights at Freddy's developers took. My God. Oh, people, this industry has never been as dead as it is now, because we are about to see the release of the 8th. Yes, you heard me right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th installment of Five Nights at Freddy's. I mean, what can I say at this point? I have failed the public. I have failed each and every one of you. I feel like Obi-Wan on Mustafar, looking across the burning lava as I stand on my moving platform, looking at the failure I created. He said, I have failed you, Anakin. I have failed you. I say this to the audience that sees this video and knowingly gives Five Nights at Freddy's not even just money, but time. Not only have I failed you, but you failed yourself. Because while Anakin Skywalker was tempted with the allure of the dark side, at least there was an argument that he was doing it to save somebody he loved. Meanwhile, you clowns are going to pay for the same game for the 8th time, 13th if we're counting all the spinoffs, but at least the 8th time, when in actuality, in reality, factually, brass tacks, down to the fucking truth, you played this game 7 times before. I know that stings. I've had to face harsh truths too. I've had to own up to the fact that I too was sedated to the complete ass pounding I was letting these developers and publishers give me. But you know what? One day I woke up and I said, I'm tired of being a corporate plaything. I'm tired of bending over backwards, spreading my luscious cheeks and inviting them in raw with no lube. No more, video game industry. And then I started only buying games that innovated. I started only playing games that prioritize unique and fun gameplay experiences above greed, above getting the developers and publishers as much money as humanly possible. There is no way in hell you can correlate supporting that statement. There's no way you can correlate supporting that ideology and then go buy trash like Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. The only security breach going on here is the one that's the missing link between your mind and your wallet, because you know every goddamn thing I'm saying is true. You know without a shadow of a fucking doubt that what I am saying holds 100% facts. Now, the least you clowns can do is own it. You can leave me a comment saying, well, Dead Metal, you know, you're right. I'm dumping money into a franchise that knowingly hasn't changed its core gameplay formula in almost 10 years. And I love the characters and the lore, and I love playing the same thing over and over and over. I'm mentally handicapped, so I can't entertain anything more complex than looking at a fucking security camera. If you clowns were at least honest about that, maybe we could get somewhere. But the Five Nights at Freddy's fans are dishonest, not just with me, not just the public, but themselves, because they have convinced themselves that this regurgitated, puked up pile of trash that they're about to pay for is somehow unique, is somehow different than the other 7 mainline installments, 13 if we're counting spinoffs, and is somehow going to bring them an experience they haven't gotten burned on before. Didn't you idiots get tired of being the butt of the joke by the time Five Nights at Freddy's 5 or 6 rolled around? Nope, you idiots are going to continue paying for this trash. Bunch of fucking goddamn degenerates who don't have any common sense when it comes to financial skills or wise spending. But you know, at the end of the night, you have to try to go to sleep with the fact that you just dumped money into the same game for the 8th time. Meanwhile, I'm over here, kicked back, not losing a wink of sleep. Completely comfortable in the fact that I have not dropped a fucking dime into this franchise, and I never will.